Welcome to Math 20, Columbia Gorge Community College, the Dalles, Oregon, instructor William Hewitt. I'm Linda Hewitt, and I'm one of the CAS, which is Computer Applications Instructors at Columbia Gorge Community College. And I'm making this little video to help you be able to access some of the materials in your Math 20 class in a manner that your instructor is going to be able to also access. So you don't turn work in that you get sent back to you being told that it cannot be opened and does not work. So we've arrived in the class, we've done all our reading, we've looked at all our videos we need to do. We're into week 1, topic 1. We've done our introduction, we've done any optional videos, we've read our goals and our assignments. We've come down through here and we've done all of our lectures because these are required. We've done any of the PowerPoints I need or want to do, and I have completed my self-checks. That would be the point you're at when you're ready to do the step we're going to take now. Don't start at this step until you've done these others that we just sort of flew through quickly. And that is, I'm going to download the chapter test. Now, I use Google Chrome just because I happen to like it. And the one reason I like it is it does a download right here. The other is because it spell checks. So I'm going to grab my test, I'm going to pull it off, and I'm going to set it on my desktop. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open my test, and I'm going to take my test. I'm going to type in my name. Notice I removed some of the lines so I have room to type my name in without it pushing it to another row. I'm going to go through and I'm going to do my actual math. Please do not copy my answers because I'm not even reading the questions. I can promise you that it's more than likely going to be a wrong answer. And all I'm doing is after I have my answers, I'm highlighting that and I'm yellowing it with a highlighter pen. Now I can use a different color up here. They are changeable, but don't get the darker ones. They're hard to read. Stick with the lighter colors. However, depending on what software you have available for you, you may find that instead of being able to do that, I can go across this and I can go up and I can turn the bold on because I'm not able to highlight in certain programs. If I need to turn a bold on, I can tell you a shortcut. Highlight, press your control key, press your B key, and you have bolded that without having to run your mouse all the way up and all the way back. It's a lot quicker. Just highlight control B. There, you learned your trick for the day. I've completed my test. I've gotten all my answers, and I'm going to save it. Again, there's a couple of ways to save. The most common one is run your mouse up here and press. I personally am a shortcut person. I do a control S for save. Whatever it is, watch down here at this bottom part of your keyboard, or actually bottom part of your screen, and I'll highlight another one. And when I hit save, watch what happens along that area. See how it comes up and gives that little mark? Once it's done that, I have now saved this exam. The problem is, if you have Microsoft Word, which is what this is in, and you can see that I have it open in Word right here, we're good to go. It's a DOC, and it's in Word. I'm done. I'm ready to upload my test. Off we go. However, there are some of you that may not have a Microsoft Word on your program list. You might have a Microsoft Works, W-O-R-K-S. Yeah, I know. They made it real similar. It's their freebie program they gave out on XPs and Vistas, but they do not give it out on Windows 7 and above, so that means your instructor does not have access to Works. And Works saves in a file format that nobody else can open. No other program wants to open it. So if you accidentally, or think that because you have it, you can use it, use Works instead of Word, your instructor is going to be returning your paper. So what do you do if you don't have Word? Now, I've got 2 versions of this running on here, and I want to make sure I'm working in the version that I was just in doing my work on, so we'll get it pulled over here. It's the DOC. Well, you can go your mouse over at the top of it, and you can right-click, and you can ask it to open with. And then depending on what you have available on your computer to what you can open it with. I may be able to open it with a program called WordPerfect. It is a word processing program, not nearly as common as Word or even Works, but let's see what it does. It should be able to open it, but If you don't do it the correct way, it won't save it back to a format your instructor is going to be able to open easily. So those are one of your options. It does take a while for it to convert it because it's pulling it from one type of program and one file format clear over and into another type of program and another type of file format. So you're going to have to be patient while it opens. It does have to do a conversion, and you're about to find out if you're going to be successful or not. If your program will not convert it, then you cannot use it. Go get your cup of coffee, open your soda, whatever it takes while you're waiting for this to happen, because as you can see, it's going to take a little bit. And there is my test. I have all sorts of funny little marks because it's not so sure it likes it this way, but it will let me highlight it. It will let me bold it. It will let me change the color of the letters, but I don't work in this very often anymore, I hate to say. Used to be my primary choice, but I don't use it very often. So oops, that's a Control Z, undoes those type of mistakes. If you do something, oops, use a Control and Z and it should undo it for you. So I don't see the highlighter in the background, at least at this point. So you may, if you know where it is, great, go ahead and use it. I'd have to dig around and find it since I teach Microsoft Office. I don't use this very often anymore, but you do have the Control Bold. Now, when you go up here, instead of just hitting this Save, you're going to want to go File, and you're going to want to ask it to Save As. By doing that, that lets you look at what it's been doing. It says it's going to be, has text selected, whoops, cancel. So you don't want anything selected in this program. It won't let you save as. It won't let you save either. Okay, so what's it going to save it as? Whoops, look what it's doing. It's taking it from a DOC to making it a WPD. Remember, we were a DOC when we started. We were a DOC here, but it's not going to be here. That's bad. That's not something you want to do. So you're going to open this, and you're going to do some reading. And what you want to find is an office up here someplace. You're going to come down here, and you're going to see Microsoft Word 2007. Well, I could live with that. I could live with the Microsoft Word 97, 2000, 2002, 2003. This is going to be the DOC again. This is going to be a DOCX. Your instructor can open both formats. I'm going to leave it the DOC. I can see that it's a DOC again. I can now save it. It's going to ask me to replace it. Yes, because now it'll have my answers. Yeah, it's got to do its little conversion dance again. And life should be good, and you should be able to take this test, upload it to your instructor, and have it work. Okay, any more options? Yep, actually there are a couple more. You can do a right-click, open with. If it shows here, you can use it. If not, you can go choose a default program, and you can ask it to browse for it. And you can open it with WordPad. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a problem to find WordPad on here for me, but that is an option as well. So maybe an easier way to go instead of doing that is simply go to my button, go to my All Programs, go to my Accessories. I do not want Notepad. I want WordPad. It's sort of the difference between, you know, a fancy cake with all the frosting and a basic squished cupcake. Notepad is the squished cupcake. You don't want it. You definitely want the high-end fancy cake. Now I can go over here to the File button and I can go Open. I can go out to where that was on my desktop. And then I have to ask it to open all documents, because right now it's only giving me the WordPad documents. and I have to go find the test document. I double click to open it, and uh-oh, WordPad didn't do it quite right this time. A lot of times WordPad will, not today. So that's not going to be an option for you. One more option that often will work is to go into the internet. You all have student Gmail accounts. If you don't have your own personal Gmail account, you need to get to Gmail, which I'm logged into a college account I use for Gmail. I'm going to go to the Drive, and this is the upload button. So I can upload a file. Start upload. It's going to ask me if I want to convert it. It's going to convert it to a Google Doc. I do not want the PDF or the image because then you cannot edit it any to show your answers. So make sure you are converting it to a Google Doc format. It says it's finishing. It's still thinking. It's doing its conversion just like WordPerfect had to do. It now says it's converted. And I should be able to actually open it. It brought in all my colors. It brought in all my bolds. When it's done thinking, it will let me scroll. Right now it's not wanting to because it's still thinking. And I should be able to go down through the test. And I should decide, okay, this is the answer I want for, well, bounce, but here's the answer I want for this question. And again, you've got your issues of deciding where are your colors and what can you do to change your colors. Can you highlight? This is a text background color, so that will let me highlight that. So text background colors is an option on this. Bold is also an option. So once I get down to what I want to mark, I can do the Control B again for bold. You'll notice it's saving all changes as you go in Drive, so you don't actually have to save it. Just wait and make sure when you're done that says that all your changes have been saved. But you can't turn it into your instructor from here. So there's one more step. You have to go to File, and you have to download it as a Microsoft Word document, a DOCX. Do not use any of these other formats, although if you have to use another one, you could use the PDF. That would be the only other choice you have. DOCX is openable by Word, which your instructor has. PDF is opened by Adobe Acrobat Reader. It cannot be edited or changed. Your instructor does not need to edit or change it. So that would be a possibility. You download the document again. There's your document. It's now a DOCX versus a DOC, which is okay. This is the one I downloaded before I put it into Google Drive. This is the one I downloaded afterwards. You need to make sure you can tell the difference between the two of them, so you upload the correct one. If in doubt, open it, look at it, and make sure it has the answers, which is going to be a problem if you don't have Microsoft, because it'll come down as a corrupted file and not look like it's going to open because there's no program to open it. So as you can see, having Microsoft Office with Word is going to be your easiest route, but you do have some workarounds. And like I said, WordPad sometimes will work with it, but today would not. So that was not an option for you. So there you go. Hope that helps a little bit. Please understand, if you turn a document into your instructor in a strange format, that may be because you're using a Mac. That may be because you just weren't sure what you were doing and you did not get it into a DOC, a DOCX, or a PDF type file format. You have it in some other unusual file format. Your instructor will contact you either through Moodle messages, which is the feedback when he goes to grade it, or through an email and tell you you can't turn it in that way and that you need to redo it. So make sure you're saving copies and make sure you're looking as you go. Hope this helps you a bit. Good luck.